It's my pleasure to introduce you. I'm Lars Bildsten, the director here at KITP. It's really great to have all of you here. I always like to start every conference by asking, for how many of you is this morning your first time in Cone Hall? Raise your hand high. First time in the building. Come on, don't be shy. Okay, yeah, so it's about a third. It's sometimes up to 3/4, but that's a good sign. Everything we do here that you're experiencing is funded by a grant from the National Science Foundation, so I just want to say that out loud. I say it every time, but for some reason now people kind of grin a little bit more. And I really want to start by first thanking the coordinators of this, who are, where's Alexei? Where do you go? Alexei, Lance, and Igor. So a round of applause for them for all their hard work. Igor approached us a little bit ago to have this conference as part of, sort of triggered and associated with the Simons collaboration, and of course we had a perfect storm with 2 other programs here. And so I want to thank everybody for being flexible. So this is the first week of the GenSim program, so we're kind of crashing their party. It's mid-course in the What is Particle Theory program, and I just want to thank all of the coordinators and participants for really engaging with this sort of conference that we injected. We like doing things when asked, and so I was happy that we were able to accomplish that. A few other items. The major thing for us, for many of you who've been here before, is that we really do relish the time for questions. So on the schedule, you'll see there's a talk duration and a time for questions. And Igor, being the first session chair, will set an excellent example of what it means to chair a session, be certain there's opportunity for discussion. And of course, the first session matters the most. For those of you who've been at failed conferences, you're well aware, if the first session gets out of control, that's it. The conference is basically dead, because all 4 later speakers want to have that experience of the first speaker who spoke too long. So I really do welcome that. We have microphones around the room, so again, everything is on Zoom. Everything, as you know, at the Institute is recorded. So when you're asking questions, please use one of the microphones. Igor, you'll have to draft a few people to help you run around, but that also is ensured that not only the answers, but the questions also get recorded. Nothing here happens at the KITP without our most excellent staff, so I want to acknowledge them. So first we need to start with Claudia, who's the conference coordinator. Thank you, Claudia. And then, as I mentioned, we have a great IT staff, which does both keeping everything running, but also all the recording. So I want to thank Alina, who's out there somewhere. I'm not sure where she is. And of course, Craig Kunamoto. So thank you, Craig. The talks are typically up the same day. In case you miss a talk or you want to really hear the same answer again. We're getting a lot of new people. I can see them coming in. So all of the breaks and lunches and dinners are in the courtyard, which is in the center of the building. It is a covered courtyard, so independent of the weather, that's where we'll be having the events. The restrooms are down the hall, the men's and women's, and there's a gender-neutral restroom straight down this hall. And I encourage everybody to take advantage of the building and the weather while the weather's good. I think the weather's going to change a little bit later in the week. If you're intending on bringing somebody we don't know about to dinner, please speak with Claudia so she can collect the extra fee and change the head count for the dinner. And I think otherwise, the other thing is to wear your name tag. So some people might not be participating in the conference, though it's hard to imagine why not, but they will think all of the food is for them. And so the way we work at ensuring that you get what you've paid for is to wear your name tag. So please do that so that we know who's going to the courtyard are actually members of the conference rather than someone who just was attracted to the food. And I think that is all I have. I'm looking at Claudia, who's usually good at acknowledging if I've forgotten something. Parking. I guess by now, if you haven't figured it out, it's too late. But parking is at the top of lot 10, and you can buy your day pass there. So I'm going to hand this off to Igor. And Igor, over to you.
Yeah. Thanks so much, Lars. First of all, I want to thank everyone for being here. We're expecting a very interesting conference. And first of all, many thanks to KITP for hosting us. It's a kind of, as Lars already said, the joint effort of KITP and the program What is Particle Theory, and also Simon's collaboration on confinement and QCD strings. So we're very happy to hold it at KITP. One of our PIs, by far the most famous of our PIs, is David Gross, who is here at KITP. So it all fit very nicely. Actually, the idea of this conference was born during a dinner at the 50 years of Quantum Chromodynamics conference at UCLA, where David was present and Aida El-Hadra. And they all agreed that it would be nice to propose such a conference, so I'm very happy that it's actually happening. So our confinement collaboration we're about 2.5 years into the collaboration, and one of our efforts is to understand the interplay between lattice and continuum approaches to quantum field theory, and in particular QCD, hence the title of this conference. Yeah, I also want to thank my collaborators on organizing, Lance Dixon and Alexei Cherman, for being so wonderful to work with. And we're generally very eager to reach out to a broader community, our Simon's collaboration. One of the outreach things is the crystal ball image, which apparently has caught on quite well, and you see it everywhere. We have to thank Grisha, one of our PIs, Grisha Ternopolsky, for creating this crystal ball image. But more broadly, we're very eager to learn from actual lattice experts. And I can't think of anyone better to kick off this conference than David Kaplan, who created the domain wall approach to chiral fermions, and he'll tell us about chiral gauge theory on the lattice. Thank you.